The SVR, or EVO. I got it from vaporus.com. EVO. Just came in the mail this morning. Been vaping it all day. Loving it so far. Got your, it's not a variable voltage, but you got different voltages going on here. I'm going to skip the whole unboxing. I don't think that that's really necessary. Look at P. Visardo. He definitely does a good job. Many different videos out there do a good job of it. But today, you know, the tanks that come with the EVO, let's see, I got it somewhere right here. Yeah, these things, which go on there, I'll throw it on there for you. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the tanks as is. I don't think they're really that great. Not that it doesn't vape well, but it's just, you know, it doesn't wick correctly. All my juice kind of spilled out into it. It's just not that well it's not too good at performing. But I'll show you, I'll give you a little demo here on the yellow setting, which is the medium setting. I mean, the thing's dry as hell right now anyway. Disgusting. Anyway, I'm going to throw this Bogue 510 2.0 ohm cartomizer on here, and I've actually got some Vapalicious Golden Gate Punch in there. Regular silver drip tip there. On the medium setting, which is roughly 4.2 to 4.5 volts. But as you can see, I mean, this is a very sleek device. When I got this, I thought that it was going to be a lot larger, just from, you know, the perception that I got from seeing it online. But it's really quite a small device. I mean, I don't have like an Ego or any other battery to really kind of show you, but I mean, this thing is really quite small. You know, if you got a lighter handy, it's smaller than a lighter. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's tiny. It's a really small thing. Fits in my hand. I've got pretty large hands, but this is still pretty small. Anyway. Whew. It's really tasty. This is a very PG. It's 70-30 PG-VG. So you're going to not see too much vapor, plus this camera is not too good, sorry about that. But I mean, the flavor that gets kicked out, this is actually my first higher volt mod. So this is quite different from having like an Ego battery at 3.7 volts. This thing's really kicking me with a lot of really good flavor. So say you're out there and you're kind of looking for a mod that is bigger voltage, but you don't want like a big box mod, or you don't want, you know, silver bullet size, you know, big hunk of metal in your hand that looks kind of like a pipe bomb. This is definitely a good choice. It's very sleek, very stealthy, if you may. As far as the safety goes, I'm not too worried about it. You know, there's a lot of different videos that cover that. Stacking batteries is always a dangerous thing. You got to be careful. But overall, that what you're getting, having this sleek of a device in your hand and having a good amount of power to it, is well worth the money, especially since it truly isn't too expensive. $75, around $77 after shipping. I live in Chicago, so getting that from Canada kind of took some time, but wasn't too bad. Excuse me. Now, when I go into the red setting at a 2.0 ohm cartomizer, I get a little bit of a burnt taste. You start getting that burning flavor, but really at the green and yellow settings, really prime flavor and great throat hit. The throat hit is there. It's a smooth throat hit. It's not one of those punch you in the back of the throat hits. It's one of those smooth go down. I think it might be the flavor, honestly, that I'm vaping at right now. It's delicious vapor. Vapalicious.com, got some great fluids over there. Very well worth its money. I love it. It's nice to the grip. The button, if you could hear that, I don't know. It's kind of nice. I like that. It is kind of hard to find it sometimes, but I mean, if you kind of like wrap your finger, I've found, if you kind of like wrap your finger around, you're eventually going to put some pressure down there and engage the atomizer. Sorry, I got some hockey playing at the same time. It's a big game going on. Now, I really like this thing. I really do. It's the perfect thing between a 3.7 EVO battery to, you know, higher voltage. Like next thing that I'm probably going to think about purchasing would probably be a Pro Vari or something of the sort that is a little bit more accurate when variable voltaging, if you may. But I really think that this is a good step forward in the higher volt mods out there. Let's see. The threading. The threading, I forgot where I put the other cap, but you know, the cap that goes on top, the threads are very, very smooth, flush to the spin, you know, they'll spin down and engage. The 510 connection I have had zero problems with. I guess this is a little bit more, it's not too recessed like they used to be. They've kind of fixed that, and the EVO has no issues with that at all. Now I understand that SVR has come out with their aftermarket SVR, not the pre-market one. They've got the holes on the bottom and a couple of other things that they've fixed, like the 510 connection. But overall, if you're going to save some, I just decided to save some money and go with the EVO. Call me a Jew, I don't care. This'll do the trick for me. The battery charger that it came with, of course, if you haven't heard already, is just very poor, and you can actually pay an extra, I believe, $10 for a better one, which I don't know. You know, I'm probably going to get it. Who knows? Anyway, I digress. The battery life so far has been kicking it. I charged it up this morning. It's 9:45 at night, so it's lasted me a day, that's for sure. And that's been heavy vaping, and also explaining it to some of the people around work who aren't really familiar with bigger mods. The atomizers, like I was saying, that come with it. Oh, here it is. That's what I was talking about. Sorry. These that come with it, honestly, just pieces of shit. Throw that out. Who needs them? Don't need them. I do want to try the SVR cartomizers. I've heard good things about them. Good ratings on those. But overall, this is really doing the trick. I actually just purchased, because this is my first tank that I've ever gotten here. It's the Totally Wicked dual coil tank here. Looks so sexy on there. Just throw a grip tip on there. Look at that, huh? Just beautiful. Beautiful little device for me. Oh, crap. It's just real good looking. Just, you know, you're hitting it like that. It looks so great. Golden Gate Punch again. I've been really digging that liquid. Yeah, I wasn't really even prepared when I decided to videotape this. But overall, thumbs up on this puppy. Really, really enjoy it. If anyone's kind of on the edge of getting one, I was as well, because of the safety features, and I thought it might look a little bit too large, but really it's a very small, snug device. Sexy as all hell. I mean, here. Never mind. Here we go. If you kind of put, like, you know, put it up next to a phone, very, very slim. A lot of iPhones out there. I figured I might try this out. You know, looks really, really quite good. Futuristic, if you may. But, Very, very tasty. let's see, I think I've covered everything here that I really wanted to cover. As far as how much I like this thing, I definitely would suggest it to anyone. Beautiful mod, very, very small. The voltage gives you some good flavor. If you really want to jump up from an ego battery, this is definitely somewhere to go. If you want to, you know, have another mod that is a higher voltage and you've already got some other mods like ProVary or anything like that, this isn't really for you. But I really, really enjoy it. So thumbs up on this puppy. Leave a comment below. Do what you do. But keep on vaping, friends. Thanks and good night.